Hi, energy. Time to pull from alignment and see what's all going on today. Um, Today I feel like it's going quite well. We got snow, a little snow, peekaboo dust today. I rode over this morning. I looked over like, oh Jesus, it's snowing. How intriguing! And it's intriguing to me just for the simple fact of just yesterday I translated and it was saying with authentic behavior and passion flowing that it would warm the weather up. Like we have gotten warmer weather because passion, things are aligning the way they're supposed to. And then to wake up the day and I'd be like, oh Jesus, it's snow. Intriguing. I understand sometimes it is not always a sunny day, but that means that somewhere there is a turn. Somebody do not want to take a leap of faith. So I'm intrigued by that behavior, but I'm just still I feel great, honestly. I put a lot of lotion on Jesus. I didn't mean to grab that much lotion. But I'm gonna see what Spirit got for us, what our ancestors are talking about today. We on our countdown to Friday the 13th, so I'm really excited by that. Honestly, which I feel like it's already at play, just with the way that Spirit is intensifying situations of awareness, honestly. I went back and I watched some of my other readings I'd done. And as always, intriguingly, it seemed like it's playing out now. That's the intriguing part. It's like at destination of where you were talking about the energy at. So I thought that was so intriguing, honestly. Um, Jesus Christ, I put a lot of moisture on. Which I guess that's great, honestly. Definitely would it be in cold. Don't want to get all cracked, your skin just get all bruised and stuff. Um, I'm using this lotion at the moment just for my hands because I got frostbitten. I normally use a healing ointment for my whole body. It's a protection form for me. But I'm just curious. What moisture you putting on, ma'am? I know you got such beautiful skin. For my hands at the moment, it's this. It's something actually new I'm trying. I normally just get regular cocoa butter in this type of bottle. But I seen this, I said, ooh, I want to try this. So I'm giving it a try. It's not bad. The smell of it is intriguing to me, but it's all about what it actually is going to do for me. It's almost like the concept of vinegar, and it's like vinegar is not the most pleasant to smell, but the benefits are amazing. Um, I'm gonna start off with the Eightfold Path and see where the mind is at and where to be headed to. It's intriguing. I got my little wonderful gift with me today of energy. It feels like a broomstick, like a witch's broomstick. I feel this energy, and I am in the window. Just want to collect energy from the highway. It helps me with clarity. Traffic, honestly, traffic always displays reality. That's the intriguing part. Like FedEx is riding by right now with message. It's an important message coming through. Here comes a yellow truck. It's strength. Indigo FedEx again, double. Hell of a message. And it's the purple and blue color base when it comes to a message, which going with creativity and the crown chakra for the chakra placements. I like the way that flipped out. That was cute. Where's the mind dot? Ah, right speech. Your mind is on the right speech. That's funny. Awesome. School bus. Lovely. Where would the mind be headed to? I feel like something different. I see a bus, but it's a different bus. I don't know what type of bus it is, honestly. But it's like a bus. But right concentration. How lovely. Your mind is headed to right concentration. It's something different. Then I see police. That's the sound of the police. I play too much Jesus. I like the police, but seriously, I just didn't see a police car. That might be important to somebody, or hey, I don't know. Anywho, I play too much Jesus. Serious note, serious. Your mind is presently at the right speech and is headed to the right concentration, which is really great. And even with me Seem like I don't want to talk about the police. Like, what are you stirring away from the police for? I don't know. I don't ever stir away from the police. I always be so excited normally to see them. Honestly, like a super psycho for the most part, because most people make it seem like the police are bad, even though it's like I have my own police behavior. Hello, we are one and the same. Okay, it's just intriguingly they don't expect me to have a badge. Intriguingly, but seriously. Okay, we got that part. Right speech, right concentration. And as I was saying, they're both green base. This is a love base for growth. That's great. Double green. Perfect. I feel like Libra energy. That's a balance. That's really great. I forget where I want to start out. For some reason, I kind of want to do it in the backwards form. Like I want to start off with worry less prayer, which is intriguing. You know, sometimes people are like, have your dessert first. Or maybe they say, don't eat your dessert first. You're gonna ruin your appetite. Well, apparently the dessert was enough. I don't need the whole 5-course meal today. Maybe that might be the energy. How funny is that? God one step ahead. That is funny. God one step ahead. I will enter them before they even call to me. While they are still talking about their needs, I will go ahead and answer their prayers. Isaiah 65:24. How funny, awesome is that? And then on the other side is living carefree. You shouldn't have a worry. You should know you're protected. Your guidance will always protect you. This is definitely an aspect of self-love. Intriguing, honestly. Because you have to think of how you treat yourself. How do you treat yourself? It's mirrored back to you, but it's your guidance, if that makes sense. Like if you feel like you're undeserving of it, do you actually feel that your personal self that way? Do people, I want to say, treat you that way? Intriguingly. I don't know, I feel like a trauma for it. Because it's not your guidance if you feel like people treat you that way, but that's what's coming through for me to say. Because somewhere that's an intriguing energy. I gotta think about that. You say something, then you're like, yeah, I gotta think about that. That's an intriguing energy. Because your guidance is you. It's coming through in a self-love form. But it's your guidance, and they're always one step ahead of you. But if you don't trust yourself, somewhere you don't trust yourself, literally. You have to figure out why you don't literally trust your own personal self. And that goes with some trauma. Somewhere, either you know that you are not such an honest person, you lead people in the wrong direction. This is intriguing energy, Jesus. This feels like almost that energy of Santa drop off your gift and you ain't ready energy. Like you reach your alignment, if it's too good to be true type of energy. But it feels like an energy where it's because of your personal self and things that you do. That's an intriguing energy. But on a perfect, awesome side, literally from the way I'm feeling, God one step ahead. This is almost going to come off like a deja vu energy. Already ahead of you. It's already done. Our will is done. Walk it out. Enjoy it. Living carefree. Very intriguing. That is so beautiful, Jesus. God rains blessings. It snowed today, Jesus. What was that? Was that big blessings or something? Are that big blessings? Or very just lightly? Because snow is light. I think rain is heavier than like snow. Definitely the way it was snowing. Like if you look out right now, you can't even tell that it snowed. It didn't stick. It didn't stay. It just was like real flurry, like little angels flying around in the sky. Hmm. Intriguing. Should I do one more? One more. Getting a facelift. Ha ha ha. That's too funny. Anxiety is, oh my Jesus. It's just funny. That's so perfect. That's the energy. Hmm. The snow. It's lighter. It's that definition of living carefree. You should feel really light. You shouldn't feel weighed down or stressed. It's like beautiful. It's supposed to be beautiful. That's the intriguing part. Anxiety in a man's heart weighs him down, but a good word makes him glad. Proverbs 12:25. Confidence in God. I know and rest in confidence upon it that the Lord will maintain the cause of Jesus. Please do. Please do not stare away. Please do not stare away. And serve justice for the poor and needy. This is so important because it literally comes to self-trust. I think every believer, honestly, and even if you're not a believer, every person comes to a part in the journey where they question things. Even if everything just been going so good, somewhere you question it. Are you sure? Your turn? Like you just really get confused. Even though this is all perfect. This is all perfect. It's perfect. But I feel the energy. It's another energy. Or it's literally, you might be, everything's going great. Somewhere it's like, I ain't sure. It's almost like, it's an energy I like to explain a lot, honestly. You driving on a road, they tell you just to go straight. All you gotta do is go straight. Something about just straight roads with like no turns quite often make you get paranoid. As to, should I turn anywhere? Is there ever a turn up here? Like, you just start questioning, even though just go straight. You ain't gotta make no turns or nothing. Just put it on fucking cruise control. Just go straight. Eventually, you start questioning. Like, I've been driving straight for a long time. You sure I wasn't supposed to make no type of a turn? It's that type of behavior. But it's like, it's perfect. Keep going. Have confidence in God. And He will give you justice for the poor and needy. You need this. You have to stay true. This is that energy of the wait is not for no reason. It's that type of an energy. Very lovely, honestly. I like that cherry on top first. I was gonna say I'm done, but I'm still gonna pull energy. The rest of the energy is just the cherry was lovely. I like dessert. Dessert great. What was for dessert? Worry less, pray. Actually, it's called the name of that book. I always say worry less, prayer, but it's actually worry less, pray more. Seek more. Ask questions more. But I always just say worry less, prayer, because that's what it seems like to me. Worry less, and that's what always comes through. But it's actually worry less, pray more. So maybe that's important for you to do. You worry, should I make any turns? Pray. Pull over, maybe pray. Confide in your higher source, whether it's your spouse or literally your higher source. Meditate if you just don't want to say, I'm going to talk to my higher source. Go meditate. Go have you some time, because when you have just your time, you will receive. Even though I believe driving, honestly, you just naturally receive information. I remember when I had a car, I loved driving just so I can record. Like, I would have my phone, like, up on the windowsill. Like, it's funny because I'm actually in the window. It's just like driving, metaphorically. That's funny. That's funny to me. Anyway, I would have it up on the windowsill where I can actually still see the traffic and still, like, be looking and be looking like I'm still looking at the phone, but like I'm still looking straight where I can see the traffic, where no foolery happen, because that's really important. Um, but so much energy comes to me. Like, my mind just be receiving so much. It'd be intriguing. Just like walking or when I'm working out sometime, I get to receiving so much where I have to, one, stop working out just to receive clearly, to understand. You ever be talking to somebody? Because that's what it's like. It reminds me of being in the gym metaphorically. It's just an example. Because with me thinking about the gym concept and how I normally be, it don't gotta be the gym, but you're working out with somebody, but they're talking to you. You have to sometimes, the way I feel, stop and listen to what they're saying. What they're saying is so important. You have to literally stop and literally listen. And that's an energy I be getting when I normally drive. My mind just be going. It'd be great. Can hit different frequencies really quickly. It's lovely. What made me think about that? I don't remember what made me think about that. Intriguing. Moving over to the Divine Energy Oracle. The universe got for us. You gotta say, darling. What you gotta say, darling? Clarity. Some more clarity. Oh, my neck is hurting. Foot in the middle. Ow. Focus on success. The universe wants you to focus on success. That's really important. That's great, honestly. That's a great clarity. Just focus on success. Be open to love. Just already envision your final destination. Even if you're not there, you need, it's that saying when you need to see it before you receive it, if that makes sense. Because you can't even envision it. If you can't even envision it, it probably ain't for you. It's probably an idea of somebody else's, if you can't envision it. And another aspect, if you can't envision it, it ain't time yet. You will eventually envision it. It reminds me of myself personally, how I used to feel like a couple of years ago. People would be like, where do you see yourself at in 10 years or 5 years? And I'm just like, yo, I have no clue. You know how many transitions and shifts happen? How you can set a plan and it just literally don't go that way? Definitely once you learn you ain't got the steering wheel, like, I don't know. I trust the process. You know? And I always had a hard time. They always looked at me like you crazy. Like, you're supposed to know what you want to do with your life. And it's like, it's not that I don't know what I want to do in my life. Thinking of a way to express that. So it's not like I don't know. It's just when you have so many options, I guess you just figure out how to juggle it metaphorically. Because the way they be feeling like they be wanting me to come up with a bucket list, but make that bucket list your final destination. A bucket list to me is like, I knocked it out. You know, I done that already. What's next? Like I'm over it. Where do you see yourself at in 10 years? It's just that concept always got me. And it kind of still do. It's like, I know more now. It's just, then it was just, that question was I'm trusting the process. I go with the art of flow. And it still is a true statement. Even though the will is done, I still have to go through class. I still learn lessons every day. It's part of the purpose. It's part of the journey. Even though it is done, that's the intriguing part. And that's where the contradictory behavior can come sometime. If it's done, why do I have contradictory behavior like I ain't never done this before? Trust is a really, really important aspect. Patience is a really, really important aspect. Very, very important aspect. So there's so many lessons to learn and ways to learn them. It's intriguing because they remind me of something simple as, that's another lesson that repeats a lot, honestly. It's intriguing. Some people might not look at it as a success for them, but for a person like me who grows with their family, like all I need to do is focus on my family to bloom the way that I need to, and for my structure and foundation, and for my whole community base to be good, and even nations to be good, is to literally focus on my family. That's the intriguing part. And most people want you to do everything other than to focus on your family, your structure. But they tell you that you need to not do that. Put your attention in other places so you can be able to support them, metaphorically, even though you're not putting your attention in them to be able to support them, or y'all, metaphorically. The different structures for different folks. For me personally, focus on family. That's where you grow, that's where you bloom, that's where the healing is needed to grow. But what the heck was I saying, Jesus? Oh, relationships. Sometimes you go through a cycle of dating people, and they be different people, but the situations always seem the same. Different lessons that you have to learn in each one. Or sometimes it just be the aspect of you don't handle it right, even though it's kind of still the same. There's different lessons. It's like, how is this lesson the same? It's a total different person. That's why most of the time when it comes to like a female, they say like, all guys are the same. Why does lesson keep being the same? Keep getting the same result. Either you're not handling it right, or literally you just have to learn that lesson. It makes you an expert at it, if that makes sense. It's not a bad thing. It just shows you an awareness, if that makes sense. That was a lesson I had to learn. It was intriguing for me. Like, and for me, it just different lessons, different people. Honestly, shows me that a lot of people go through the same things. Honestly, definitely when the grow up situation is sort of the same. But that's just that. Said focus on success and be open to love. Do not get stuck on pain. Learn from it, or what it seemed like. So eventually, like for me, everything that I used to think was pain, I don't look at it as pain no more. Even though it's like that was painful. It was painful. But I see the awareness in it where it's like, how can any type of level of awareness be painful? It made me think of something my translator said the other day. Actually, yesterday. I watched her yesterday or this morning. She's another tarot reader. And she was saying when she see people crying, she been going up to them and just asking them, what's been right? What's right? It feels like that type of an energy. You see the bigger picture. If that didn't happen, then something else great wouldn't have been able to happen. If that makes sense. Oh, I hope that makes sense. It's just, when she said it, I was like, oh my God, I get it. I freaking get it. That's a blessing. It's just you don't understand it at that time because, oh my God, it hurts. I didn't want this. Yes, you did. That's why you hurt right now. If that makes sense. You needed that to happen. And it's funny too because it's something the way I'm explaining this in the energy, the way I feel it, if I could go hand to hand, that's the intriguing part. When they say a female breaks up with a guy while she's still in a relationship with them, it's like one of those type of energies. It's intriguing. That's the intriguing part of energy. That's the way it feels like too. That's what it feels like. Let go and enjoy. You're detaching. You don't even know it. It's like you're growing and you don't even know it. It's like you're a seed and you didn't know you was a seed and you blooming. And you might be sad because like, oh my God, I'm transforming. I didn't know I could supposed to transform. I didn't even know I was a seed supposed to bloom. I thought I already bloomed. That's the energy. You with somebody, but it's ending while together and you don't even know it. The mind is gone. The way that they explain a female, this might be a female, or maybe I don't know. That's just the energy I feel. And the car energy said it, the divine energy said it. Let go and enjoy. Your mind is gone. The mind is gone already. Even though your body is still present. Very intriguing. That's probably where your mind headed to, right? Concentration. Your mind is gone. It ain't with that person no more, or situation no more. And it takes me right back to the example that I just gave about what my translator says to somebody seeing you crying. Because I resonated with it so much because I'm a person, as I told you, when I see somebody crying, I normally don't approach them. School bus. I just don't. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. It's like, I see you sad. It's obvious you're sad. Like, what can I ask you what's wrong or are you okay? No, you're not okay. It's obvious. It's obvious. What can I do? That's a great question. Obviously nothing. You need a minute. And that's how I normally operate. You need a minute. I'm right here. I might actually say that, but normally I'm about to come and hug on you because it's just weird to me. It's just weird to me. I don't know. It's a weird situation to me. I don't get it, and I personally feel uncomfortable in that type of situation. As I said, maybe I got my own trauma to do, or maybe that's the right way to do it. Or maybe I can learn from a lesson my translator told me as to ask them what's right. What is right? Because I really do understand that concept. Something great must have happened. There has been a Tower moment. There has been a Wheel of Fortune. Do explain to me so I can actually see the bigger picture in it. You're about to get closer to your destination. This class is over. Or if it's not like a breakup or nothing, like, depends on the situation. I'm trying to think of another example if it's not like a breakup. Like, maybe a separation happened. Like, you need time to learn or something. Let it sink in. Patience. Something good. What she say? What right has happened? And as I was saying, for me, for my lessons that seemed painful, why it didn't seem painful no more to me, because I learned awareness in it. And it's normally of a connection, of oneness. School bus. That's not painful. Ain't nothing painful about that. That is a blessing. That took me a long time to learn. So I looked at it as a painful situation. Face it, your adversities. Mm. Reflect on your truth. We're going to put these over here. I'm trying to put them a little bit. There we go. Face your adversities. Oh, this is all love-based already. Jesus. And here we go. Be patient. You are blooming. There is a shift happening. And you might be aware of it or you're not aware of it. Or if you're watching me, you might be aware of it now, but you're not aware of it. You know something's happening. That's why your mind is getting confused. Like, hold on. It's like a spirit flicked the switch on you, but it's literally that energy of the planet orbit. I wouldn't be surprised if this is Saturn, honestly, which means you're getting closer to your actual alignment. You are in an alignment. You are one of the chosen one concepts. You are naturally an eternal energy, and it comes in a ring form, married forever, complete, whole, unity. And you're getting closer to it, and your mind is shifting because you already somewhere else. Or you don't even look at yourself in that type of form of a way. That's the way it's coming off as. But anywho, be patient. It's happening. You'll see, you'll have more clarity. You'll understand, and you'll be happy. Right now, you might not be, or you're just confused. You don't know if I should be happy, sad, depressed, scared, annoyed. You don't know. Who calling me Jesus? Love based. Love based. This is a love based for sure. Love, heart space all day. This is an intriguing energy for me too, honestly, just because it's something I thought about before. I'm about to go watch that translation again. I might watch some of my old translations today, just because even this says reflect on your truth and face adversities. This shift is something that's different. It's what you connected to, but it's different. That's the intriguing part. I'm thinking of how to explain this. Very intriguing. I'm gonna be patient with this energy. Let me keep going. It's hard to explain at the moment. It's just something that you're not expecting, even though you should, because it's you. That's why, as I said from the beginning, a little bit ago, it feels like Santa dropped off a gift and you weren't ready, even though it's what you wanted. It's you. I don't know. I don't know if it's connected with this, but it's something I thought about the other day in a different form. That's why I say I'm not sure if it's connected with this energy, but some reason I started thinking about Harry Potter. Harry Potter got brought to my attention yesterday just because we were talking about. I mentioned something about black licorice. I am chewing gum. Hope you can't even tell. I just realized. I said, hope you can't tell. I got gum in my mouth. You might just. What is that over there, ma'am? It's some gum. Pardon me. Just my mind just went to my mouth thinking about black licorice and what I'm talking about. Anyhow, awkward moment, but it is what it is. I don't know why it was awkward, but why are you calling me unknown? That's an awkward moment, for sure. Is that photo this? Shine your light. Don't play on my phone photo this. I gotta stop calling people fooleries, but that's that one. Your what? I can't even see it. It's so damn bright. Unknown person. Is that an awkward moment? That's good, but that's funny. Jesus, that's funny. I sometimes stop calling people. What the hell do I even call them? I can't even think of what I call them at the moment. That's awkward too. Foolery, that's what the hell I call them. Because why you keep calling me blocked? That's in purposely want to hide. Like I purposely dial. What's that even number you have to dial before you dial the number? Like the block number, or I don't want you to know I'm calling you. Like, what you calling me for then? Awkward. Damn it, I forgot what I was talking about, Jesus. Oh, black licorice. Anyway. And somebody asked me if I liked the Harry Potter, and I was like, I do. I like Harry Potter. There is a lot of episodes of it, and I haven't seen all of them, but I do like the concept of Harry Potter. I do believe I fit into that category quite well. It's just so much to learn about myself. But anywho, she was like, have you ever had or heard about the Harry Potter jelly beans? And I really haven't. I don't know too much about it. But anywho, I guess they had a flavor that was black licorice. And I was like, that actually sounds good to me. But she was like, that don't sound good to me. What's the moral of the story? I'm trying to sum this up. There's a lot of details in here that I don't feel like even talking about, honestly. It's not bad. It's just, I guess I can just keep going. Because she started telling me about other flavors that they had. But I'm thinking about what made me even think about the black licorice, honestly, to even get to this whole storyline. Oh, Harry Potter. Yes. So that was how I got brought to my attention. But later on, I start thinking about the aspect in Harry Potter where he was with his family, well, some type of family that was raising him. And he kept receiving messages from the school, the place the magic school where he should be at, where he belonged at. But where he was at, they weren't giving him the messages. So he didn't know all that time that of his greatness. He was looked at as like, that's probably why I got this out. That's funny, Jesus. That's probably why I got that out. That's funny. Not in a funny like he, but like actually sad, but just like how intriguing. It reminds me of that same concept. But anywho, he was actually treated like he was a bottom person, like he wasn't so great. And they was treating the other little intriguing son. I guess that really was their son, like all better than the actual great one. Even though they knew he was great, they knew where those messages was coming from. But eventually, somebody came for him and took him to the school. But for some reason, that concept I was thinking about, it reminded me of some type of energy, and that energy seemed to be important. It might even be with the be patient aspect, or face your adversities. So somebody know your greatness, but they don't want you to know it, if that makes sense. And they remind me of that Harry Potter energy, of how he kept receiving it. Like all those owls kept dropping off messages for him every day. And then one day it just stacked up. Like you is not gonna ignore this. That's probably how spirit is operating right now. With things getting intensified, it just keep coming and coming. There's no way you're gonna be able to ignore this. Go for your dreams. There's no way you're gonna be able to ignore this. It's destined. It's just remind me of that Harry Potter energy. Messages getting dropped off every day. And then one day they just stacked up, like the whole house was full of messages. It was like they write letters. I don't know what the letters said. I don't really remember too much, honestly. But they're pretty much telling me coming to the school and how great he is, pretty much. But I don't know if the parents ever even read the messages. I'm pretty sure they opened it eventually so they knew what time it was, but they never gave them to him. He never knew. That's the intriguing part. Something in my mind is telling me eventually he did know. They just didn't give it to him. That they wouldn't let him have it, if that makes sense. What else is in here, Spirit? What else is going on? I said, do I? School bus. Oh, give me some drink. Give me some drink. Give me some drink. Face your adversities. That feels so important. So it's a hardship aspect. Something that is resisting this to happen. Even though it's happening. That's the intriguing part. This is literally an energy of, it feels like a tug of war. It's a song actually. It's called, I probably was giving that reaction like it's sitting here like this or leaning like this. It's a song called Slowly Drifting. Drifting away. I want to hear some. Wave after wave. Wave after wave. I'm slowly, that's the energy. Drifting away. The mind is gone. And you like still holding hands. You like, but you, it's like you're pulling away, but your hands literally just drifting away. You're drifting away, and it's like the way I'm seeing it and feeling it is like the planet just is going around. You're looping over to something else. But it's like in some paradigm of a form of a way, your physical body is still here, but your mind is gone. It's looping already. It's already pretty much to the destination. That's the intriguing part. And probably the patient part, be patient. That's literally when they speak of it. I think I just said it. You have to envision it first. You have to be already connected to it. What an intriguing energy. Oh, and it's 134. My aspirations, communications, and my roots. And I'm 34 years old, so it makes me always happy when I see 34 in that form of a way. Just because that's how old I am. Slowly drifting. Slowly drifting. Who is
Slowly
that?
drifting.
Oh, it's Mr. Problems too. That's funny. Problems. Face your adversities. This is a challenge. This is almost when they be like, love is a battlefield. Which always give me like, love should not no fucking battlefield. You just don't want to make up your mind. You it's always that energy of scared to let go because of losing something. You think it's the best already. That leap of faith, scared to take a leap of faith of the energy. That's that energy. It drives me crazy. That's what that feels like. But anyhow, this song, get a little play in really quick because this is the energy. TikTok. I'm just gonna share again with you guys. That's it too. I gotta be me. That's the energy. They have a hard time with that concept of just being them. Somebody else told me I can't just be me, or I have to do it this way, even though I really want to do it this way. My face above the water. My feet can't touch the ground, and it feels like I can see the sands on the horizon every time you are not around. I'm slowly drifting away, wave after wave after that is crazy amazing. I'm slowly drifting. You're drifting. You are drifting. It's like spirit is doing it anyway because it is meant to be. That's the intriguing part. When you say, I'm slowly drifting away, your mind is gone. Your physical body is there, your mind is gone. Spirit is taking you where you need to be. That is so deep, Jesus. That is so deep. I want to, what's the words again? Jesus, I'm going to teach that song again. I gotta hear it one more time. Pardon me. Not pardon me, but like literally, I had to go back to something really quick. Because that's what it is. Come on. My face above the water. My feet can't touch the ground, and it feels like I can see the sands on the horizon every time you are not around. Yep, you envision it already. You already envision it. You envision it already. You're already there. You're already there. That's funny. Proudly brewed in Columbus, Ohio. Oh, that is funny. Awesome. Jeez. Yeah, that's intriguing. The energy. It's beautiful. Now it's understanding. Now it's becoming a little bit more school bus understanding to me why grieve your losses is coming through. Been coming through a lot. I'm like, grieve your losses. What you mean? You gotta let go of the old. Or the old gonna let go of you. Something like that. It's a grieving, a loss, a death. Leaves on tree falling down. Oh my Jesus. I loved that tree. Or just think of yourself as the tree. And your leaves are falling. I want to hold on to that leaf a little longer. It's gone. Grieve it. Even another lesson that I'm learning, honestly. In connections, definitely when it comes to the eternal energy, I feel like this is a lesson even for myself, honestly, I'm learning, which is almost the energy that sometimes put me once again in the energy of this is not what you want. It makes you Want to change your thinking on love, honestly. Because some people really do not believe in forever love, eternal love. They believe in temporarily love. Like literally, you get married, you say to death do us part, even though it's a forever aspect. You always say, I will love you forever. But you married me, but you thought it was temporarily. That is an intriguing aspect that somebody can literally just totally forget about you or not love you no more. That's an intriguing energy. It's almost sad, honestly. And that's energy that is at play too. And it is intriguing. It really do make me feel, put me in energy. This is not what you want. Maybe we need to rethink love again, which that can be like a little demon just playing with my mind. Like, just stay patient, man. Learn a lesson. Be aware of that. Because some people are not authentic. Hello, Snow. It's code. Some people really do not. They don't believe in forever or eternal of oneness, even though they are it. Like you recognize the connection, you can recognize all the signs, but you will still deny it. That's an intriguing energy, and that's a grieve your lost aspect. There's nothing you can do about it for the most part. If they don't want it, you have to grieve it. Move on. That's a lesson. That's a hard lesson to learn. Definitely when it's authentic. It's just the freedom part, metaphorically, the ability to be able to start over. Move on. That's that energy. It's a hard aspect of energy, honestly. It really reminds me of the heaven and earth, heaven and hell concept that I learned a while ago. Actually, they coexist together. They coexist together. And you have to learn how to still to function and not become a problem or chaotic school bus. Like to literally just let it be whatever it is, but don't let it distract you. That's what it feels like. It's like literally you dated somebody and you see it here in the real life intriguing. In this dimension of a reality, and you break up with somebody and then get with somebody else, and you still see them, you might work with them or something. You have to learn to just let that be and not feel some way when you see them. It's one of those type of energies that you have to grieve. But this is an aspect where it is a actual connection. You will always recognize signs. That's the intriguing part. And this is because of trauma that's getting healed from decades of actual oneness. And people going into them vows, concepts, and mixing energy and not understanding it. Which makes it just like a natural community-based noun. That's the way you have to look at it. Begin to explore. Begin to explore. Alrighty. I had another card over here. I didn't even know that. Should shuffle through again. Intriguing. And that's probably go with that. Begin to explore. It's another half right here, ma'am. Intriguing. That is an important math. And I did it too. That's funny. I broke it in half concept. Very intriguing. You can never deny energy. It's just like this. Something is not together. That could be this whole energy, or different energy. It's not together, it's separated. That's probably what I just explained in a different metaphor. You ever see a person that's married? I know you have. People love gossiping about things like that. It's like people be happy when people break up, definitely when they seem so great and everybody loved them. Like, yeah, they're not together no more. Yeah. I knew it wasn't all perfect. People love that type of energy, intricatively. Other than, geez, obviously that was not meant to be. That's just the way I look at it. Was it meant to be, or I don't know. I don't know how to explain it because I don't really think too much into it, honestly. Just be like, geez, hey, it wasn't meant to be, obviously. What you want. But for them to just play house, just continue to put on the facade or whatever just to make y'all guys happy, that was a trickery from the jump. But people, definitely celebrities, I'm gonna use celebrities metaphorically, but it could be anybody, honestly. And this is a married concept. And they break up. And they have two different stories. Two people, different stories. Two different sides of the story. But this is an actual love base. This actually makes me think of Devon Franklin, honestly. I have to go lie. That's one person I did get into watching, learning more about him. It wasn't about the relationship, but as I was learning what he do, I didn't know he spread the good word. He spread gossip. That's what he do. That's what brought me to him because I first learned about him or seen him um, when he was married, and I can't remember what the heck I was saying. Think I was scrolling through something, and it was a New Year's aspect, and they was out like aside, like by a bonfire, and it was putting in the New Year revolution aspect. I think I said that right. Their New Year manifestation, pretty much what they was looking to seek and to bring in. Um, I was like, oh, they're so cute. They was like in a couple style. It was him and his person that he was with at that moment, and the other couple. And I was like, oh, they're so cute. And I had to stop and look just because I seen what they were doing. I was like, oh, that's so lovely. That's great. I feel like that concept. And then I actually noticed, like, oh my God, both of these couples are gorgeous. Like, I love that energy when you are happy with who you with, and y'all both look great together. I think that's great. And then you deal with other couples that look great also. I was like, oh, Jesus, I love this. And I just kept scrolling. I didn't, just get stuck in that energy. I just, that's how I got brought to even seeing his face before and then realizing he's married to somebody that's gorgeous also. Fast forward years later, I realized, oh, he spread the good word as I was learning about, gospel and things like that. And he did not mind talking about his breakup and what he learned by that situation. And that was just his side. And something kept telling me I didn't need to go and hear her side. That's not what I was observing that for. I just took what he said because it made sense at that time, honestly. But from the jump, seeing both of them in the positions they in, at some point in time, they're going to bump heads. They're literally two stars that's great, that people seek a lot of attention from them, and they both need a lot of attention. If you can't balance that out, then it becomes a difficult situation. It's a natural, you should expect it, metaphorically. It just made sense. Definitely with him being metaphorically, this is the intriguing part. His belief, I believe, made him look at her a different way. For some reason, they be thinking that women supposed to be all covered up and things like that, other than accepting them from what they were from the jump, what attracted you to them. That'd be the intriguing part. They get you, and then they all of a sudden want you to become all bundled up. I wasn't bundled up when you met me. That'd be the intriguing part to me. That'd always be the intriguing part to me. And that's just my opinion of observing what he said, and then already knowing a little bit about her from just movies. I didn't do too much research on her because I don't like the gossip area metaphor. I really don't, honestly. You never really fully know. But that's just my opinion on it because I have lived that aspect where people, they like you from the jump, but then somehow when they get you, they want you to be all bundled up. I want you all covered up now. Like, what the hell? You scared of losing me? I must not be yours. There's no way I'm yours. There's no way I'm yours. So it makes sense you want me all bundled up. Somebody about to snatch this up and you know it's great and you don't want to let it go. Or you're afraid of losing it. It ain't yours. You're going to lose it. It is what it is. But I give myself chuggles, Jesus. But hmm. That's just what that story reminded me of, honestly. It just hearing people different sides. Oh, well, that's another thing. That's something I did do. I did watch an interview that both of them was in together, and just watching how they operated together. It was cute to me. It was really cute to me. They seemed so cute together, honestly. They really did. I ain't even gonna lie. It's just sometimes you can tell it's not gonna work. You too afraid of losing her. Some people are really you too perfect for me, and I gotta focus on my own situation. I'm already my own greatness. It's intriguing when you're dealing with two greatnesses. Honestly, that's just what it felt like to me. And that's just my opinion, honestly. But it felt like I'm not saying he couldn't have somebody great or shouldn't have somebody great like her, but I think she was a little too perfect for him, metaphorically. Just my opinion. That's why it didn't work. Definitely for the field. He went in. He needs somebody a little bit more conservative, metaphorically. My opinion. And that's what he's gonna get, obviously. I believe he's gonna get it. Shoot, I was even trying to get myself in the door. I was even trying to get myself in the door. Say too much, but I'm dead serious. Shit, wow. Give myself juggles. I say, shoot your shot. I'm gonna full court it, no problem. No problem. But seriously, I do believe that. And I won't be surprised if his next person is a perfect person for him, honestly. You just get the class. I believe that was class. An enjoyable class. Not to your final destination yet. Strengthen your gifts. That's just what I'm talking about. And it's a love base again. And that's third strike right there. That's funny. That's funny. And it's the order it's in at the moment. Reflect on your truth. Learn your lessons. And then face your adversities. And then strengthen your gifts. You just get better and better. You're going to actually learn yourself and what you want. There was something in there that did not want, didn't work. You got to learn it, experience it. That's so great. I think I might be done with this deck for a minute. Or not. That came out quickly. Who is this? Who is this? Express your joy. How funny. Did you find that? And if you do, express it. Do not be scared. That energy is another one. It's another celebrity part of me. The celebrity energy today. Part of me with the celebrity energy today. It just aspects that remind me of this energy. And that's what they're there for. Honestly, to bring clarity to us also. We live out the same life they do. They're just more spotlight with it for the most part. You can't hide it, which that's a painful aspect on top of that, which normally makes things more damaging. Honestly, you can't actually heal and cope with things. Can't think. Everything is always right there, like Jesus. Anywho, I can't remember her name right now, but it's one of the sister concepts. The one that got married. But I believe she broke up with her husband or they somehow separated. But she started really blooming. She started being on some real just fancy stuff, like showing off a lot. And from what I was hearing, people didn't like that. They thought she was putting on a facade or just acting it. But it's like, no, she probably really feel great. It's a new start for her. She supposed to feel great, even if it's just a new start. Like, why you want them to be all sad and depressed? Did they just want to put on a little extra fancy dress just because? Do you? You know, it's intriguing. They expect them to be all sad and stuff. Then when they all sad, they're like, look at them all sad and crying and stuff. You know, it's just like, it's intriguing energy. But this is an express your joy, and that reminds me of that energy. I don't know what the whole situation was. It's just, I do know it was a separation that happened. And from my perspective, when I actually tuned in finally of an update, she was on floss behavior. She was on floss behavior of herself. And it was great. She had like a different look and style going on. I was like, well, okay. Well, okay. I love it. And I just left it at that. I didn't do too much digging in it. I just noticed it and was like, okay. I like it. Okay, I like it. We're going over to the Oracle of the Universe really quick, and I'll drop the cards. Come here, honey. We got Ascension, communication in the air. And guess what the day is? It is Portal Day, which I forgot to mention that. And the 11th came out. You're receiving a lot of information. That's probably why. Chaotic mind. Sad, maybe. Anxious. You're receiving a lot. And you're going through a shift. There's no way you're not part of this energy of Saturn. There's school bus. There's no way you're not part of this energy of a shift. You just naturally turning. And while you're doing that, you're receiving. And on top of that, your mind is gone. That's the intriguing part. That's the intriguing part of energy. I don't know why that Pocahontas song just came in my head. Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? And I see the wind blowing. That's your mind. Your mind is gone. School bus. But just like Pocahontas, she was still there. But energy, you're creating with energy. You're building with energy. Because you're already at your destination. This is like magician energy. It's in the air. School bus. That's the third school bus too. Intriguing. Back to back. Creation. You're definitely building. Airwavely. You're building your structure or something airwavely. Whatever you're connected with, y'all building. For sure. For extra short. And it's up here about be patient. It's be patient. You're receiving. And you're building. This is the intriguing energy. This is gonna be it. You know how people get out of a situation sometimes, and people, I gave kind of an example, people expect you to be devastated, and you be able to move on right to somebody else new. Because you already built it. It was meant to be. You're not gonna dwell. You're already dwelling while you're there. If that makes sense. Your mind is gone already. Very intriguing energy, Jesus. Let's see what universal law standing out today. You're building. It says creation, you're building. Oneness came out, the law of divine oneness. That's great. And who is in order? We got the law of correspondence. But we're not communicating today, school bus. Intriguing. We're not going to respond back? Okay. Oh, Jesus. The law of vibration. Same way. Oh, very, very intriguing. Chaotic mind. Don't know what to do. Very intriguing. Who is that? The law of compensation. Oh, these all in reverse. Jesus, hold on. Wait, I got the cards wrong. I hope I got the cards wrong or something. These are all in reverse. These are all in reverse. These are all in reverse. Maybe go into law of divine oneness because these are all in reverse. It's that shift happens. It's a shift. And they're all in reverse. They're all in reverse. Very extra. I'm like, these. That's probably the energy too. You sure it wasn't supposed to be no turn back here or straight? Or why are these in reverse? Are these the right way? I think I'm going the wrong way. These are all in reverse. It's the law of divine oneness. It is a shift happening. It's an extreme shift. Very intriguing. Even because it caught me off guard. You understand? It caught me off guard. The house is standing out there. Speaking of I go through class too. That's class. That's class. I'm learning too. First house, yourself. I'm learning too. You're learning. But I think I'll get an example of you. These lessons that you go through, even if it's like it's repeating, you are learning yourself of that lesson, if that makes sense. And then the houses at the top, we got the senses. You should be able to sense this out, which goes right back to your first house. It just makes you come off like you're a magician now. You literally is traveling airwavely creating. You don't need to move to create. It's like a magician. You think you watch a magic show and somehow they like tell a person to get in a little box or something, and then somehow the person disappeared. I don't know if it's a good example, but it's like one of those type of situations that's happening. Like, it's just like, how you do that? Nobody went nowhere, I nobody walking nowhere, but it was done. It's that type of energy that's happening. Or will be able to, you might be able to see it the way I just gave an example if you be patient. Because it's what's happening, you just ain't seeing it because you're not with it. Even though you are, if that makes sense. It's the senses, it's 12th house. And we got the 12 o'clock alarm today went off. Here and after, you're using what's important today for you, material value or physical value. Your balance is, look at this way. Look at this. This is a hell of a shift. It's not even this way. Your balance, you're coming closer. You're coming closer. That's funny. And it's actually showing what the 10th house is, a service or a duty. In your balance, are you doing a service or a duty? And it goes back to self intricatively, because self is naturally a duty. That's the important part. When it comes to you and your spouse or whatever you're doing, is it balanced in a duty, or is it a service duty? Let me show you what that's looking like. That's you naturally, and that's your source. But this is you and your person. All right, that's intriguing. That's definitely that's it. That's what it is. That's the guidance. That's the higher source. This is your person. They reflect the higher source, and the other one is doing a service. It's a balance, though. It's the intriguing part. That's the really intriguing part. That's the arrow too, which is making me think of the energy that we're actually in. We are in Sagittarius season, and it's an arrow. It's coming right towards you. Your balance is coming right towards you. But this is the way it was. See, I'm doing it again, Jesus. Oh, I remember it was this way or this way. Teaching, 9th house, through a portal. Hi today. Translate. What are you receiving? Translate it. Halfway of your person. This one the same way. Here and after. Your balance is a here and after. You're already connected. It's I've done this a lot of times. You don't ever go nowhere. And for some people, they are aware of it and they have to grieve it because when they come back, their person ain't there no more. This reminds me of a Harriet Tubman aspect, metaphorically, honestly. It's a new awareness for me, even with that movie. I actually watched it and I got to learn her but through the movie concept, honestly. At least what the movie showed anyway. But in the movie concept, what they expressed, when she went to escape, her partner didn't want to go. So she still wound up going by herself. But she came back for him and he was with somebody else. Had a whole family, yo. Have to grieve lost. They're no longer there no more. But she still continued her purpose. She grabbed some more people and, they went back to what they call the promised land. But it's the whole fact of her person. He gave up on her. He probably thought she wasn't never going to come back or she didn't even make it. He moved on. But intriguingly, this type of energy that I'm feeling that it actually is, you could never separate. You can move on in the physical, but your mental is always connected. It don't go nowhere. And as I was saying, the awareness some people have, just like the Harriet Tubman aspect, she came back in the physical and he was physically gone. He was with somebody else. In the dark. And that's the same energy. Your balance, your here and after energy, and halfway. Oh Jesus. When you loop, is your person gonna be still there? You already connected airwavely, school bus. But are y'all still gonna be physically available for each other? Very intriguing. You're still connected. They go to the house of marriage. It's oneness. It's your structure. And there's communication happening. Very intriguing. Very, very intriguing. This makes me think of an Omarion song. Is that Omarion? No, what's his name? Is his name Omarion? That's not his name. Oh my God. I know who Omarion is. I think he is this other one. Omari? Omari. His name's Omari. But they sing him a song called I Can Feel Your Heart Crying Out For Me. You already connected. You recognizing you connected. You know something is happening. But when it actually comes closer to you, will you still recognize that connection and will you be available for that connection? That's what that feel like it could be happening. That loop could be that energy for you. Intriguingly. Even though there's already building going on in a different form. Maybe that's a different energy. For some people, that's great. For some, the person ain't going to be available no more. Grieve your loss. It's going to happen. But it's a beautiful lesson just to recognize the connection. It's a real connection that people have. It's oneness. The law of divine oneness. Which for me, you just learn it a community base. You learn it, you have community. And it takes me back to the beginning from a concept school bus. 2 school buses on both sides. Intriguing. And somebody just beeped. Intriguing. Of how they knew people were coming before they even showed up. Because you were already connected. It's just you weren't aware of it to an extent. At some point in time, you weren't aware of it. It's like, I already knew you were coming. Then eventually you can start keeping track of, oh my God, I knew that people were coming. Like you can write it down and map it out and things like that. But before that, it's that type of an energy that I'm trying to explain. Anything else? Let's do Zodiac 30. The Zodiac standing up there. New people were coming. Scorpio, firm energy in the water. That's funny. I heard this energy yesterday too, and it came out again for me in clarity today. And let's go with my first house, honestly. It's identity. It is a water base, which is taking me back to the age of Pisces. And from what I heard it yesterday, is going back and getting original ways, following those traditions, bringing those back into the aspect to balance out or work with or coexist, because it's already coexisting. That goes back to the energy I was talking about when I said heaven, metaphorically, and hell coexisting together. It really happens. We all operate together. It's eternal energy. It is the air. Ain't no separation in it. But we live in it together. That's why we see good happen and we see things that come off like bad. We see it all because it coexists together. But some people think old ways ain't important, even though we do it. And that seems to be important. Because it actually came out today. In a firm energy, you can't escape this energy. And it goes with identity for me, with myself. It's probably being able to communicate. And it comes back to a womb aspect of I knew you before you were in the womb. I can map it all out for you. I created you. I knew you before that. I knew you were coming before you came. Leo energy, Sagittarius energy. It's obvious, arrogant energy, a us energy, a light and a dark energy, a here and after energy, a love energy, two love energies back to back together. Then we got Mercury. What this Mercury is about today? It's Gemini. I just read off the energy due to planets, and Mercury is catching my attention. It's a Gemini aspect, and it's in the air. It's coming. It's coming. It's happening. It's a balance. It's love in the air. It's going to Libra. I knew it was Libra. It feels so balanced. A turn. Music is important right now. What are you listening to? Music is really, really important. It's going with Pisces energy. And for me, that's in my fourth house. And it symbolized family, your structure. You can get communication through music. So it's important what you're listening to. It's enters coming through. And it goes right back with Mercury's energy, which was, it's through the air. And it's a first responder because it's Virgo. Is there anything else, Spirit? I think that's it for now, you guys. So that's clarity and some blind spots that we have that's going on today in alignment. So till next time, I'll talk to you then. I'll talk to you then. Till next time, I'll talk to you then. I wonder what that means. Huh.